Alright, day one at Shriner. So far, not much to talk about, just a bunch of intros and previews of what we're going to get into this week. So, yeah, kind of excited and a little bit nervous of not really sure what to expect despite all of our intros. Besides that, I guess I'll talk a little bit myself. Alright, my name is Franco Martinez. I was born in 1999, October the 14th. I was born in McAllen, Texas, but originally, anyway, I am currently living in Comfort, Texas as a commuter. And the reason I came to Shriner was because I didn't have to travel a whole long distance to get here. And plus, I've heard it's a really prestigious school, so I'm excited for what it has to offer. Alright, second day on campus. Today was kind of interesting because right after breakfast we went straight to the river and we collected some dam supply samples. It's pretty cool, really. Saw a lot of interesting specimens, especially the ones that lived on the side of the riverbed. Yeah. Some of them did look like otherworldly creatures, like they were not of this earth originally. Okay, day three. Right after breakfast, we went straight to the engineering lab and started working on our spaghetti bridges. It's a little project we're doing. Can't really talk about that too much. It's a work in progress so far. And I guess I'll get back to that later. Besides the bridge, we also got a bit of a pep talk about college, what to expect, and how much effort we really need to put into it in order to pass. They basically said to know what we want and to get what we're really paying for. For ethics, we're basically doing little group projects, getting to know each other, kind of answer personal questions about beliefs and values, just basics. Another thing we did was we collected more bug samples, but this time at night. I thought that was pretty cool. We did it using only a light and a white blanket. Alright, day four. We started off right where we left off with our bio research. We extracted the damselfly DNA, and we're currently going to study the different populations that inhabit the riverside. That was pretty interesting. And once again, I can't express enough how happy I am to be touching up on math before the year starts. I'm glad I'm kind of struggling now, so I know what to expect when the year comes along. And one thing that's kind of interesting is in ethics, we were covering a topic called eugenics. What eugenics is basically sterilizing people to create this master race of smart people and rich people, because back then they only favored those who were rich and had money to support themselves to make the nation look good. It's kind of what Hitler did with his Nazi party back in Germany. And I guess the reason it was never taught to us back in elementary or middle school or even high school is because I guess it would make us look bad about the things we try to cover up. But it looks even worse, the fact that they didn't even touch up on it and they try to hide it from us. And along that, we were selected roles to play for a bit of a role play. It's for a court case we're doing called Buck versus Bell. It's over that same topic of eugenics. I'll get more on that later. And the character I got was Aubrey Strode. He was a pro-eugenics lawyer, so that would be pretty interesting. Okay, back again on day 5. Today we got to work on our bridges. Kind of like the way ours is turning out. It's really starting to come together. I think it's going to hold structurally. You know, I never really took into consideration the science that goes into making a bridge. Like, you have to take into consideration things like, compression and tension, just forces that really determine, a bridge structure, really, because they're made to support tension and compression in order to hold itself. Yeah. We had another pep talk today, this time about staying fit and working out. They have all these programs. It's kind of cool. They showed us around the gym. I thought that was cool. It's a really big gym. well, compared to what I'm normally used to. Tonight there's a movie night going on right now. Thought I'd miss it just because I'm tired and I wanted to catch up on some sleep because we've been getting a lot of homework lately. Okay, this vlog's going to be a mashup of Saturday and Sunday. The only work we really did the past couple of days was a chemistry research lab. That was pretty cool. We heated up a substance, then we made it a solid, added all these chemicals, chemistry, basic stuff. But yeah, besides that, yesterday we went to the river. That was really fun. I went kayaking for the first time, and based on what I hear, I'm a natural. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, and then besides that, today we did a bit of a scavenger hunt. It was pretty easy for me because I used to live and go to school in Kerrville, so I knew where most of those locations were. So my group kind of had the benefit with me as a character, not to pat myself in the back. And then we also got to mess with some blood and forensics. We got to test out like different projectiles of like angle and height. We studied the different impacts or the compressions that were made by the blood. And then we used a pixie dust looking stuff to study fingerprints. That was really cool. Okay, today we got to do our little court case role play. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And I got to play Aubrey Strode, as I said. Before I get into that, other things that I did today was I got to play with my own spit, literally, for a genetics research lab. It was just to determine whether or not we were a night or a morning person. I turned out to be both, somehow. Yeah, anyway. Back on the court case, I played Aubrey Strode. He was the lawyer, pro-eugenics. He was against the girl who was getting sterilized. Should probably go on a little bit about that. In the Buck versus Bell court case, the person who's being prosecuted, Carrie Buck, was about to be sterilized but was showing signs of being feeble-minded, which back then meant mentally retarded. And they wanted to sterilize her because I guess she had a child when she got raped, and she was showing signs of being feeble-minded. So and I guess that kind of proved that feeble-mindedness ran through generations of family, and they wanted to sterilize her to prevent any more children from having it, because eugenics is all about having that perfect race. And yeah, things really got heated during the court case. There was yelling, but I kind of had to hold my own ground, and I'm kind of glad it's over, just for the sake of that. Alright, day 9. We just put the finishing touches to our spaghetti bridge, and I'm very happy with the way it is coming out. It looks pretty sturdy, structurally speaking. The goal is to get it to carry a full bucket of water. Will it prevail? Only time will tell. Either way, it's turning out pretty nice. Better than what I expected, honestly. And other than that, we got to do a bit of astronomy. Then we had what they call the star party. It took us down to the Loftus Hall. We went to the observatory. We saw different planets, like Mars for sure, Venus, because it was glowing pretty bright this time of night, and as well as Saturn and all its moons. Saturn has a lot of moons. We also got to see some clusters of stars, and he also pointed out different constellations that were in the sky at that time of night. There was Ursa Minor, I believe, and then there was the Big Dipper, which I kind of recognized because it's the most basic one.